Hello, dear viewers. Tarot Mom here, doing your daily tarot reading. Thank you for joining me. I always ask you to choose the card, the stone that draws you, that talks to your intuition, not your brain, your intuition. But if you're not sure which one that is, you can start anywhere. We do a golden nugget card at the end also to offer further clarification if you'd like it. Okay, for those of you who chose this beautiful yellow jasper, we have, two major arcana. We have the Strength card, the Fool, and the Seven of Swords. So, interesting. Wow. Well, you have divine protection and strength over you. So I would really not worry about this Seven of Swords. I don't know if there's somebody who has a hidden agenda or trying to take more than their fair share or some sort of scheme happening that's affecting you or threatens to affect you. I would say if that is the case, that Strength card is definitely your reassurance that you can ask for protection and you've got it. You know, you're all right. And the New Beginning card, the Fool. So if there is a situation like that that's affecting you, it could be that this is one of the reasons you're thinking of a new beginning somewhere in your life. The Fool card is a good energy. It's coming in. It's saying, it's the kind of temptation to want to be adventurous or want to do something new, even if it does feel like jumping off a cliff. You know, it's sort of a trusting in source that you're going to be okay and going for it, going with that excitement, going with that new hopefulness. So I think you have a lot of protection around you. After all, you are an eternal being. We're always reminded of that with this. This Strength card can also be about a personal strength that you have in helping to soothe people, manage things, manage situations that could go the wrong way. Like, look at that woman. She is calm with this lion and she has tamed him, you know? So maybe that's also about a strength of yours in managing that kind of thing. Now, the Seven of Swords can also simply be you're keeping something to yourself. You're making plans. You know, those swords can be plans and you're bringing them with you and you don't really want people to know right now. And that could have to do with your new beginning. Maybe you're learning some new things in preparation for a new beginning. But anyway, new beginnings are definitely in the air and you have protection over you during this time. So very interesting cards, very interesting cards. Your strength endures. You know what I mean? It endures, and you know that. Yeah, so these are great cards. Right, for those of you who chose the copper, we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Page of Wands, and the Five of Coins. All minor arcana, so probably not a big deal, but interesting. Your wand energy is strong today. This is your energy that has some fire, some purpose, some movement forward, but yet it's mature. Like you know what you're doing, you know what's your main priority in life. You're very vital, but you've gotten some of the, if there was ever any recklessness or sort of like a fire that wasn't tempered, that's long gone. You've got the maturity. The Queen of Wands is also a very sensual queen. She enjoys her physicality. She just can really tap into some real energy there that way. The Page of Wands means you've picked up something. You've picked up something, a new goal, and that's terrific. But these can also be different people in your life as well. This could be a younger person who is maybe a fire sign, or maybe just they are kind of fiery and they kind of go all in for each new thing they're trying. The Five of Coins, that's somehow a feeling of shut out in the cold. So I don't know. I always feel like that Five of Coins, especially when there are no major arcana around, is sort of a situation where maybe you feel a sense of lack or you worry about lack. It could be some money concerns, could be some health concerns. You're worrying a little bit about lack. But now those two are about to go into the church where there's abundance. 5 it's an odd number. It's sort of transitory. So I feel like because of this card, you're definitely someone who gets the thing done. You know, you get your main priority in hand and you follow it. So I just don't think you need to worry too much about that 5 of coins. I feel like sometimes Source uses these readings to kind of tease out something that's at the back of our mind that maybe we're worrying about. Source doesn't want us to worry about it. Wants us to instead reassure that we've got what it takes. So it's a good reading. You've got some good cards in there. All right, and it's probably more about today or this time of the week than anything major. For those of you who chose the green spotted stone, we have 2 major arcana. We have the Hanged Man, we have the Temperance Angel, we have the 8 of Swords. Okay, so the Temperance Angel and the Hanged Man are both about things happening gradually and with much thought, with, in fact, waiting if necessary, till you get enlightened, till you get a new perspective on the thing. Now, that Hanged Man takes the delay in stride because he goes into a yoga pose. He says, okay, I'm not fighting a delay. It must be time for me to hang out and consider something. Sometimes, we kind of get the feeling too that it's not time to be impulsive, that it really is time to behave temperately and wisely. For our own balance, emotional balance, it's okay to use caution. Yeah. And we do always have a choice. We can strain against that and feel really trapped with the 8 of Swords, or we can accept that there must be something for us to learn. So often we get wrapped up in, I can't stand this anymore, it has to change, or I'll feel better when this changes, or when this happens, or when I reach this milestone. And you know what? That's not where the happiness lies. The happiness is here and now. The joy, the peace is here and now. Our growth on this planet involves a lot of finding our peace and our joy in any circumstance and getting better at that. I do recommend Eckhart Tolle. That's Tolle. He has videos on YouTube. He's wonderful at helping people to find the joy in the here and now, in the present moment. We have to have a certain level of relaxation and letting thoughts go and allowing the joy to bubble up. There's a joy and a peace that is sort of natural to us, as long as we're not living up in our head too much. So, there's something with that. There's something with that. That can be the enlightenment we're talking about. The 8 of Swords lady, she is trapped only because she thinks she is. She really isn't. She could wiggle on out of those ties and just walk forward. She's fine. She's not trapped. She might have to walk through some water, some emotion about the situation and get real with that. But she can walk forward. The blindfold comes off. She knows what's going on. So this is enlightenment waiting to happen. This is enlightenment. So really, there are tremendous things happening in your life right now. Tremendous things happening in your life right now, even though it might not feel like it. You may be looking at events to change things, but the change that's really most important is internal. And there are those times when I feel like Source and our guides, angels, whoever, really, they come to us more strongly for a while, with more power. We can ask for that and receive that. There are times in our lives when that happens. Yeah, so I think you are in a powerful time in your life. You may not know it intellectually, but here you do. So that's really interesting. Very interesting. For those of you who would like more clarification with the golden nugget, we have the victory card. It's a minor arcana, but it is a nice minor arcana. So that is saying that you do have victory. Either it's in sight or you have it right now. So maybe look around you. Also, people are applauding you here. So also, there are people recognizing that you're doing something quite well. And you may not be used to tuning into that. You may be used to striving. You may be used to being kind of hard on yourself even, and may miss entirely that there are a lot of people who recognize your victories. And well, we hope it doesn't make them more insecure about themselves, but the point is they're recognizing them. And so it's sometimes good for you to